Yeah, that was what got me started. It's like, okay, cool. I went to do a mechanical engineering degree, and they had this little program called Formula SA or Formula Student.
I heard about this,
Dude. If you're a pervert for like engineering and race cars, like this is your place. Like if you have the sickness, this is where you get sucked in, and this is where
the NCAA for like Formula racing.
Yeah, exactly.
Unbelievable.
So you take all these students from mostly mechanical engineers, aerospace engineers, and there's everything. There's business, there's everything else. But, we design, we build from scratch. You start with concept, like what are we going to do? How are we going to build this car? There's regulations and rules just like anything else. They're pretty open. And you design this and build this race car with your hands. You go into the workshop and like you've drawn up like, here's what the chassis looks like. Here's what the suspension looks like. And you go get a pile of shit. And you make this car. And the cars are, the teams are making very impressive cars. And that's
what's your budget for something like that?
It depends on the team.
What was your budget?
I think we were probably 50 to 100 grand.
Okay. Wow. I mean, that's a lot for like.
Yeah. And I could be completely wrong, but it was like the core team was 10 to 15 people. And we're doing a lot of stuff, man. We're doing some pretty cool shit. But it was the thing that got me started. It's like I started drawing, designing parts and software. I started designing stuff, and it's like, all right, now how, like we build the cars, like how do we make the car go faster? Learning that, reading books, getting excited, listening to stuff on the internet, watching stuff. And
how'd you guys do?
We did pretty good. I think we finished 4th. The team, like the basically the endurance event is it's like a race. It's like, so they don't go wheel to wheel, but the endurance part of the event. But they're pretty sketchy. Like I don't want to go wheel to wheel on one of those cars. Like
the safety precautions are
they're safe, but they're also like, you don't want to tangle. These things will fall apart. But it was pretty cool. You did all sorts of events. You did a design competition. I think we finished 4th that year overall.
Who was like the Mercedes of like the
back in the day? Back in the day, it was a couple Austrian teams. Graz was good. They were always of course they were. Of course they were.
They
neighbors.
were like the young Toto Wolffs.
Yeah, exactly. It's like you see these guys' cars.
Yeah.
These guys' cars they were partnered or branded up with Red Bull at the time. So you've got this little Red Bull race car, and you're like, holy shit, this thing is. They've got a full carbon fiber monocoque, which is becoming popular in that. And like most teams have a full carbon fiber monocoque in that now. Like, but they're getting they're getting support from OEMs. They're getting support from Audi, BMW, whatever else, Porsche, to help build these, cars. And here's the technology. Here's how you do the tooling and all this stuff. And it's like, this is who we're competing with. So we're these little guys.
You're like Cool Runnings with your fucking shitty
Nah,
sled.
we were pretty good. We were pretty good. My university from Texas was like one of the universities that was one of the first. Like I have pictures of the 1983 UT Arlington Formula Student car. I drove the 1987 UT Arlington Formula Student car to train in, like as to how to drive a Formula Student car. It's like, what the fuck?
And it says you were team captain. You were like a leader of men.
Yeah. Basically. Yeah, basically I was pretty fired up, man. I wanted to do stuff good. I spent a lot of time I did project management, I did design, I did manufacturing, and there's a handful of core dudes, and like you'd be fucking killing yourselves until 3:00 in the morning in the workshop. What are you doing? You're machining stuff, you're welding, you're cutting stuff, you're setting up the car, you're building things, you're looking after, making sure the guys laminating all the carbon fiber stuff for the wings, the wheels are doing everything, and just running a project. So it was that was like, right, I'm fired up. I can dedicate myself to something, and it's a passion thing. Like I'm so driven. And then it was like, you know what? I want to try to get a job in Formula One. I was like, how the fuck do you do that? And
how the fuck did you do that?